The Titan submarine is a submarine full of 5 people who went down deep in the ocean to look at the Titanic wreckage. Shortly after that happened, around an hour into them leaving land, the Coast Guard said that the submarine has completely fallen off the coast radar. And after that, then they weren't able to contact with them. They've been trying to reach out to them. They've been saying, "Hey, are you guys here?" And they couldn't communicate because they lost all contact. And then the submarine started drifting to the going down by the Titanic wreckage. And then after that, the whole thing just stopped moving. And then no one was able to find out what location they were at, what coordinates they were at. They couldn't find the whole submarine itself. They were searching everywhere. They sent out a whole fucking search team just to look for them. They were going above land on boats. They were sending other people down. They were sending scuba divers down. They were sending a whole bunch of people down just to look at they were sending a bunch of people down to look at if the submarine has moved at all, or if they just stayed in the same spot. But it started slowly going down deeper and deeper. And as you can guess, what more worse could happen than the oxygen system failing? The oxygen system failed. They weren't able to get enough oxygen in there. For some reason, it just had to happen right when they lost contact with everyone. It would have been fine if they had contact and they could say hey, we're losing oxygen, but they couldn't do that. They had nothing. And then, yeah, they basically lost contact. They were now running out of oxygen. They were right on the ground at the bottom of the ocean, and it was just the whole thing just completely went to shit. They were supposed to be looking and taking looks at the Titanic wreckage, and then it just turned into a whole search and rescue mission. I'm sure you could probably find this stuff on articles, but this is just a short summary because in case you guys don't want to go on Google and search up what happened and read a whole ass article about it. And this is just crazy. We have to retain hope as part of what we are doing as a human community to find explorers and bring them to safety, said Joyce Murray on Wednesday. 5 passengers may be facing increasingly dangerous conditions that only worsen with each passing hour, which, I wouldn't want to be on that submarine. I feel so bad for these people losing oxygen just on a mission to look and investigate the Titanic wreckage. I don't know how sitting in a submarine down to look at the Titanic, which has been crashed for over a long time, and they just turn it into a whole search and rescue mission. And sad to say, after about a couple days of them being down there and losing oxygen, it started getting below freezing in the submarine, and the temperature just dropped so low because they were underwater. And when you're underwater in a submarine and there's no oxygen or whatever, or no heat, and the submarine just powers off like that, then it gets hard for heat and air to circulate, and yeah, the temperature went to complete below freezing, which is negative 6 degrees Celsius, or higher than that, lower than that. I think it's lower, higher, I don't know. But anyways, after that, they ended up finding the submarine after almost a whole week of them being under the water. And they ended up finding the submarine, and they were not alive. All 5 of the passengers were dead. This was very tragic. It scared everyone. Well, not really scared them, but it put them all into shock, seeing as they went in a submarine to go investigate, and they just didn't make it back alive and ended up losing a whole bunch of oxygen. And this is just This is very sad. I feel so bad for the family members of those people. I feel so bad for those people for dying. Like, they didn't deserve to die. They went down there on a mission, and then they just ended up dying. I feel so bad. Truly sad. Well, yeah, this is why I don't go into submarines or boats, because, you know, that shit is risky. You don't know what's gonna happen when you're on a boat. Just like on the Titanic. It was going normal way, it was going normal, and then they just ended up crashing into a fucking iceberg. And then a whole bunch of innocent people died. Whole bunch of civilians died on a boat that they were just going across the ocean on, and they ended up crashing into a gigantic iceberg. How does this stuff happen? Hopefully they don't send any more submarines to investigate the Titanic ruins in the future, because I don't want something similar to that happening ever again. It is terrible. Completely and utterly terrible that those people died. They lost contact. They lost oxygen. They lost pretty much everything. They lost their lives. They lost oxygen. They lost heat. They lost contact. They lost everything. Even their families. Super, super sad, guys. Anyways, yeah. Sorry if this video bored you, or if it didn't. I don't know if you guys even watched till the end of this video and hear what I'm saying right now, but yeah. That's it for the video. Peace out, everyone. See you in the next one. Possibly.